You ready?
Yes.
I'm not.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
Then give it a minute.
Give it away.
gonna get a motherfucking
Heroes, villains, and sidekicks. Thank you for joining us. Once again, maybe for the very first time, this episode of the Umber Initiative post show, brought to you by patreon.com/the Umber Initiative.
Thank all of you.
Yeah.
You are watching because you decided to support us directly, and we appreciate that.
We do.
So much. That's why we're here recording this for you. Don't say we didn't do anything.
We've decided to love you in return.
Yeah.
This
Don't
time.
call us prostitutes.
We're returning the love.
This is gonna be a fun post show. A lot just happened.
Episode 22.
This was a standard episode, but it felt incredibly long, not because it was boring, but because a lot of shit happened.
Yeah, there
It
were
was
a lot of
really-
there's like a lot of like major events,
Dude, yeah.
like one after the other after the other.
There's so much.
And it kind of like it felt long to me too because especially after the thing with Raj, I was like, it has to be like 9:30. I looked down, it was like 8:30. I was like, that felt like a 2-hour scene. Like so
Yeah.
much just happened.
yeah, there's so much lore.
That's exactly what it was. Like we had another lore dump episode, but it wasn't
it was great.
backstory. It's like this is like progression.
It's like
story.
revelations.
Not
Story
like an
lore.
exposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are learning. We are in this.
This was the beginning of Act 3 in a 3-part play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the end game.
Yeah.
We're getting
That's what it felt
there.
like.
Episode 22, we start with the pre-scene.
That pre-scene though. That pre.
That pre.
This has been, I think,
Hold your breath.
my favorite pre-scene to write
Really?
to date. There was, because it led for me and it behind the scenes to a lot of little revelations to me, and it connected dots for me as a writer for future stuff, and it a lot of stuff that just wasn't included in it, but allowed me essentially when I was done, I was like, okay. And it inspired me for a lot of future stuff. And it also, it really does cement Angelica as one of my personal favorite characters.
He's a good
For
character.
a lot to, and just a subplot that we haven't gotten a lot into.
Yeah.
She's got a lot more depth.
She's
than
got
she lets on.
baggage.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. I mean, she has
Makes good
baggage, and like
characters.
bleeding edge is like still a thing.
Yeah.
Like and like as much Umbra stuff as we do, we have to remember like now there's this. What is his name? The Uneared,
The unerring.
Unairing. Is that was a name drop? And
Oh,
like
something.
yeah. And
I didn't get
just,
it the first time.
just like the interaction between like No Name and Angelica was very interesting.
Yeah. More, for lack of a better term, personal?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And they would be with me.
Yeah, like they
like-
asked, "Are you okay?" And that's not a question that I think they would ask.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very
Yeah, she
interesting.
puts on a good front, but she is very much in their control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a very personal, strange thing. So it's almost like she's tethered in a way that like wasn't voluntary to begin with. Like she's like somebody powerful's daughter or something and got roped into this and doesn't want to be a part of it at all,
Yeah.
no matter what. But
Something
has no
weird's
choice
going
but
on
to
with
roll
her.
with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really, really, really excited to see how you guys interact with her and what you discover about her and what that means for that entire subplot.
If it's anything like what we discovered about Raj,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, for real.
So Bowie,
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll go in order.
The main man,
The main squeeze.
Bowie's
the poster.
B. Owie.
Bowie's freaking out.
We failed him so much.
We did not fail him.
We
he
did.
just brought us to a dead end.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what happened.
Bowie brings you guys deep into the woods,
Yeah.
inadvertently leading to Jordan revealing his powers to Olivia.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That was really funny. It's like Spider-Man
Yeah.
going into the window, opening up, going in, and being
Takes
like,
his-
"Hey, Mary Jane!" And like, he's right there.
Yeah.
Spidey sense didn't work on that one.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what that was.
So fucking good.
No, what I
don't-
loved
yeah.
is that you owned it. Because
yeah.
Where you were like, shit.
Exactly.
I didn't think
I
about
really
that
fucked
one.
up, didn't I?
That straight up was not intentional at all. I didn't even consider that. I don't know why I assumed, but I assumed she already knew just because of how close she is with Arabella.
Do zero
And
things.
I did honestly think she remembered at least a little bit of what happened that night when
So
all
funny.
hell literally broke
You were
loose.
in character.
I was straight up in character. I was acting in character. I was thinking in character, and then I was improving in character.
Yeah, no, it was
I had
funny. It
no
was so
choice
good.
but to own it, and it was a mistake, but it was a happy accident, and it was kind
was
of
good.
funny,
No,
and it
yeah.
led to a really cool scene.
Yeah,
after.
it turned out.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
I liked what it turned into,
It was great.
so I rolled with it, and it was fun. And I mean, it was inevitable anyway.
Sure.
Eventually, Olivia was going to find out. It was just a matter of how,
Sure.
and I'm kind of happy that that's how
Yeah.
it happened.
It's really funny.
So you ditch Olivia back to the convent and
Yep.
return back to this strange little tunnel.
Weird.
Yeah, exploring the tunnel was like the first time, even when we didn't find anything, it still raises a lot of questions in my mind. Like, are these bulbs like the tree that was up behind from your Umbra? Are they like something more than that? Are they leaking into the world from somewhere else? Is there some place underground here where these things are spawning from? Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of possibilities.
Are they alive?
Yeah, are they alive? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we know that they're reasonably indestructible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say indestructible, but definitely.
Hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can take a bullet.
I have some theories about that.
I learned that I'm as strong as your bullets tonight.
Sure.
That
What are
was
some of your theories?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple theories.
Yep.
So, we got the Peen Rock.
Peen
The
rock.
Peen
Peen
Rock,
rocks.
the P and the N Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
the
Peen
Peen
and
rock
rocks.
combined for the Peen rocks.
Yeah, for the Peen Rock.
Or the Poon Rock, I forget now.
And I'm wondering if these things like are alive or because the whole cave thing is. I'm thinking of the pre-scene with Bowie in like the other dimension, and I'm wondering if this has to be either.
When he was hanging out with Yaliru, or
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this has to be a way to like go through, or I don't know if the rocks are like keys. I don't know if they literally are like not other dimensions, but like something to that effect.
Yeah.
If they're living.
Do you think it's like old school Doom where it's like you need the red key? Like, you need the P key or the M key.
I don't know. I
It's
think
like so that Windows game, like where you move tile to tile, the old Windows
Yeah.
95 game, and
Yeah.
you find the colored keys.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Umbra Initiative is just an adaptation of that game.
Yeah. And so I think they're like, I don't know if they're keys. I don't know if they literally are like just like a ticket to another place. I don't know if they're
P dimension.
a P dimension.
A key.
What if we open the door and it leads to the converging expanse?
That would be fun.
Two.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's some things. I also here's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This is a big thing that whenever Raj was okay. Well, are we there yet? I don't know.
So you take one of the rocks.
Yes.
You go.
N Rock.
You disperse. And then the next day, you tell Raj, and you show him place, and you have a rather interesting conversation after you corner him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of solidified some shit that we've been suspicious of, I think, for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Here's. Oh, sorry. No, go.
You were having an aneurysm while that scene was
It's
happening.
very exciting to watch.
I wanted to. Barrett's been wanting to ask why him and Bowie hate each other for a very long time, and like actually get an answer.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, hey, what about in the theater?
Yeah.
Just tell me about it.
I love their callbacks.
Yeah, that was a really good callback.
And yeah, then he kind of explained it
That
a
also-
little, not really.
Yeah. I wonder if Bowie is
really,
a kin and just like
Yeah.
they just don't like each other because they're opposite kins or something.
Yeah, maybe. Very possible.
Yeah, in the way that you and I are.
Yeah, we got the info out of him that he's a kin.
I got some chills when it made you do the will save.
Uh-huh.
And then like Nicole is like freaking out. I was like, oh, this is such a good moment. I was giddy. I was so
It
giddy.
was really good. That was a great moment.
Here's
It's like that's like that
No, that's
moment like in like the finale of a show, like after like a climax or whatever, like yeah, and then someone does something, and you're like,
Wait.
oh, that's how
Yeah.
it had that similar feeling to it. But
It felt like that scene in the fucking season finale of Loki.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
When they were talking with what's his face?
Kang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kang, but not Kang.
Yeah. I have a theory about what Raj is the kin of, but I want
Yeah.
you to do your theories first,
Okay.
so I'll say if I agree.
Here's I'm gonna tell you my initial thoughts,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna say now, I think my initial thoughts were incorrect. I think it is coincidental,
Take us through your.
but at the time when everything was happening, I was very like, everything was like click, 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 and I was like, hear me out. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I thought.
All right.
The cave that we went into, I was like, could that have been the cave that Mother Adele went into? I thought maybe like that she was like in this weird place, dark, whatever, and that she was having her weird thing.
Yeah.
It also made me think, because of the similarities between Mother Adele's perception kind of weird power thing and Raj's kind of weird will perception, that something was like linked, that that Raj could possibly be like the kin of like either like passion or like faith or like something weird that like it could. And when he was like, oh well, like the whole town could just die and that would be fine, but like I don't want that to be the thing. And that also brought me into the same like loop of, okay, so similar to like how Mother Adele knew like, okay, something's going on and I need to like fix it and we need to like, and it kind of solidified more in the scene with Brother Lewis when she was just like, well, this is just what's gonna happen. I know what's going on and everything underneath. And it, for some reason, I know, like I said, at that moment, I was like, it all was connected dots, because I was like,
Yeah.
Raj is actually the kid of like faith or something, and he's with Mother Adele. That's why he's around. That's why he's been like around Lacey. That's why he knows the kin of conservation.
I have a theory. I have a weird theory too.
Because like conservation of like life and like souls or like something of that effect. But then once the cavern opened to that, I was like, okay, that could have been the cavern that she was in. Could have been totally different. But in that moment, I all I saw was like click, 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 and I was like,
Okay, who is, if one of his friends or whatever died, remember there was that scene
Right,
of
yeah.
burying somebody.
right.
On the flip side of all of this, what if maybe this conservation and carnage duality isn't linear and is existing in multiple people simultaneously, or is existing in parallel timelines or whatever like that, and maybe Raj was, or maybe at one point was, the kin of carnage and actually conquered and killed the kin of conservation and buried it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
I don't know.
Or
Shit.
by duality, and considering the current circumstances and the way things are, following along this path, this is plan B of that, or my diversions of side B of that is, if Raj is secretly the kin of carnage, Adele is simultaneously kin of conservation.
I definitely was thinking that they're connected similarly to the way we are.
Yeah.
Talking
like-
parallels. And
Yeah, I think they are like similar concepts.
Yeah.
But I think that Raj is. This might be too broad of a thing.
Right.
It might bleed into Kith territory. But I think he's the kin of death.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too.
He was like putting stuff on gravestones.
Right.
He said one of his friends died.
Yeah.
He says
Buried them.
he would be okay if everyone died. He
Right.
just doesn't want that to happen.
Right.
So I think he's the kin of death gone rogue.
Which would make it
Yeah.
the kin of life.
But also, that's more like,
If they're
is that
tethered.
a kin or is that a kiss?
That's what I was gonna say. Like death might be too big of a thing.
Yeah.
It might be a kid thing.
The other thing that was like making me think the whole Mother Adele thing was the fact that he literally just like turned off like Arabella, and so I was like, fuck, like Mother Adele has to know like that she found something and Raj could be helping her to like do the prayers or do whatever. And that kind of tied together with like, okay, they both know something, and he has some knowledge of how to deal with both like the Kin of Conservation and Carnage.
Yeah.
Raj also did that weird mind spike, bend your reality around you thing that
Yeah,
Adele
that's
did
what-
to me.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, like that's just,
But that might have just been
It could have just been
him revealing himself as a kid.
Right.
Like, you know, just,
Like I said, the way I was thinking then is not the way I'm thinking now. But I was very excited when like, because, you know, like Raj is subduing it, like Mother Adele's subduing it. Mother Adele went into a cave and found the Cave of Fucking Wonders, and Raj just found the Cave of Fucking Wonders. Both of them have that weird perception thing, like, I don't know, it just...
so we're all in agreement.
It all went weird. It all
We're all in
sideways.
agreement that Adele is a kid, right?
That I don't
believe,
know.
I believe she is.
You think?
Me too.
Yeah, I think she could be.
I think I know what it is too, but I don't want to say it.
You think so?
Say it.
Faith.
Is it Faith?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
faith.
yeah, yeah.
Her Bible had faith highlighted every time.
All over
Right,
every
yeah.
time.
So her being the kin of faith would just make a lot
Right,
of
it would
sense.
make so much sense.
Either that or she knows the kin of faith or is
Right, that's what I mean. Like,
Oh, yo, what if it's Brother Lewis, but he doesn't really like have a grasp of like what to do with that power or that responsibility? So she's like his like.
Yeah,
I know he said he
died or-
didn't.
He said he didn't. He either told me when we were talking that he's specifically not, or they didn't know about them.
Yeah, he says he's not like. He said he's not like
you.
Arabella. Yeah,
Yeah,
and he won't
but
say
he said
why.
he could still be, but I
He
don't know.
just follows orders.
Yeah, he just follows orders. Because he's not really in a position of understanding.
I thought he could be from another dimension, like similar to Raj.
Possible. I mean, he has those powers somehow. There's a lot more to think about.
Yeah, this kind of like threw a whole nother conspiracy theory at me.
I was worried this episode because spent a lot more time in the cave than I thought you would, and
Gets
I
me
thought
fucked
that
up.
I thought too much was going to be revealed in this episode.
Oh, really?
Like definitive stuff. As a result, I was really worried that Saturday was for you was going to be a bust because it might have gotten rid of some theories and stuff.
Oh shoot! Oh
But,
damn!
it worked out, but it worked out much better
Yeah, it worked out very
than I
well.
thought. It
Yeah, 'cause
only
we
added to
fucking
it.
sucked.
We rolled like shit.
We did. We did terrible. That's
I mean,
part of the fun of it.
that's everyone's greatest enemy in tabletop games, right? Is like a door.
Yeah.
Always the
Or a
greatest.
Bible in
enemy.
a drawer.
Yeah. Fuck.
I kind of like these
Yeah.
things though that like they don't happen when we want them to, because it almost just feels like we're not ready for it yet.
Yeah.
It's story, right? Like
Yeah.
you're not always gonna succeed at things. You're not always gonna find exactly what you're looking for, and that's you shouldn't. You should not
Right.
always
Yep.
Right.
be like, yeah, I know what that is right there. Like
Yeah.
it just kind of takes away some of the mystery. and stuff
Like our
that.
first campaign felt like it was very action driven, and this one it's very plot driven in comparison. So like when things don't happen when we immediately want them to, it almost feels like we're not ready to earn it yet. So it feels really good like when we fail like that, because it adds to the tension of the story, and then we can kind of work our way up to
Right.
actually learning the thing that we've been dying to know for 3 weeks.
I think the
know?
biggest difference too is like we're looking for it now. I almost feel like because when we were playing Initiative, we weren't really, not to say we weren't invested. Like we all loved the story, we loved our characters, everything was really fun and like
didn't
good
have
about it.
That mystery angle that this stuff.
Well, I think only because we didn't pursue it. I think there was a lot of things that we did not pursue because we were just having fun. We weren't like as we were having, we were having a good time.
And it was like the whole Will Lucius thing could have been pursued.
Right.
Yeah.
What was wrong with Adam?
Yeah.
Right.
What is Animus?
Yeah.
The Umbra Collective.
Right.
But it kind of fit that we didn't explore that in that campaign because like we played as teenagers.
That's
Right,
exactly
yeah.
what I was gonna
That's
say.
what I
It just kept
mean,
happening
yeah.
to us, so we had
Right.
to like go look for more.
So
Consequence of the
realistically,
characters we were playing. as.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like we didn't really seek it out. Not that, and even like sometimes it wasn't an option for our characters. I will say, like teenage kids can't just be like, I'm gonna go to that man and I'm gonna tell him like
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go rent a car.
Yeah, like, that was our biggest thing is we couldn't fucking go anywhere. We couldn't even get to Japan. It took us so long just to do that.
For some of you.
Well, but Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun on Saturday when I do all my theory stuff, because obviously most of it is like conspiracy, but we did get that one right about who? Someone. We recently got one right. I think it was Brother Lewis or something. I don't know.
A theory, right?
Yeah. I thought we got one right.
I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. We'll know Saturday.
Yeah, we'll know Saturday,
Angelica then calls you guys and says it's time.
yeah. Which like I completely forgot was gonna happen. There's been so many other things happening. I forgot that she said that she would like call me and set this up at some point to like go into the prayer session.
That's why she reiterated it, because I thought that audience members might have trouble remembering that, which is why she broke into your house.
Something that's been
to
building
sort
up
of-
for months.
Yeah.
So I wanted to
Literally,
be
like,
like,
2 months.
okay, I need to lead reader or viewers into this and my players into it a bit easier. So I'm just gonna have her reiterate in
Yeah.
a better way. And
Yeah.
lo and behold,
That worked out.
now's the time. And
Again, we had to earn it.
I'm excited for this next encounter to
That's
happen.
gonna be like
I'm
the
very
major
nervous.
standoff.
Yeah, this is gonna be like the big one.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, this is gonna be possibly conclusive to your like plot line.
Yeah. I'm very nervous about it.
yes, we have our girl getting brought down to the special prayer room, and
She betrayed
drugged.
me. She betrayed
Got Cosby'd.
She betrayed me. Everybody betrayed me.
And
And I was like, this drugged.
what if you were like,
I can't wait for that to kick in a little while.
no, it
His
wasn't. It
accuracy
wasn't
is gonna
enough
be
to
fucked and-
fuck him up. That would be really funny.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
You're like, I got the
I'm wondering how crazy Mother Dell's gonna get. Like, if she is gonna still try to maintain her fucking shit, or if she's gonna be like, fuck it, this is what we're doing
She's
now.
gonna turn into a giant mosquito spider lady.
Like Resident Evil style,
Yes.
just like a giant monster.
I was thinking Parasite Eve.
Oh, wait, I think I just thought of another theory, but I don't know.
Lay it on us.
Well, I don't know.
Her goal is to transform into a monster on Christmas.
I don't know if I don't want to give information away that might just be privy to my story. You know what I
Don't mind
mean?
me.
Yeah, I see.
I don't know for 100 if that's like.
Fine. Keep your secrets.
keep your secrets. You guys infiltrate the building
I got a peanut in my throat. You got a nut.
on the trail of Arabella,
Yeah, we about to fight Brother Lewis right quick.
and then
But will
Not
we?
gonna be a good time.
Adele and Brother Lewis have a little conversation.
Yeah.
That's where we ended.
Brother Lewis is like Super Saiyan 3 at all times.
True,
He
true.
cares though. He has some soul in him.
Do you think he's gonna turn?
I don't know.
Do you think he's gonna be
I don't
an
know.
ally?
Do you think he's gonna
I-
betray
I don't know.
Adele?
I don't know if he can.
I would say
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
I
know
would say
either.
she cares too. In that conversation.
That's what I mean. I don't know if she's gonna go full crazy or if it's gonna be like she's still gonna be like, no, this is just like you're fine, you're gonna be fine. Like,
It's all a misunderstanding.
yeah.
It's like a surprise birthday party for everyone.
yeah. Wow.
I mean, it all
We
depends.
charge you
on,
every year.
Oh right, I just
And then we
always
wake you
forget.
up because it's
It's
a
your
surprise.
traumatized.
it all depends on what they mean by removing this thing from Arabella.
Right.
Do they mean physically separating the two entities and both of them are alive still?
Right.
Yeah.
Or do they mean?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
And
think so
Brother
either. but-
Lewis looked horrified,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a good thing.
What if Adele
if he looks horrified, I don't know about that.
What if Adele wants to extract it from you to absorb it for herself because she thinks she could control it better?
That's
Mm,
part of my theory.
mhm.
Is like she's looking for like Fountain of Youth type deal, but I don't know for certain. I don't know. It's a new theory that I am crafting.
Missed a little thing too. The light.
Yeah.
The light in the cave, yeah.
Yeah, that
Jordan
was.
had a great moment too with the black hole.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah.
awesome.
You can't skip over the black hole.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
That was super
Use
cool.
a hero point
Good,
for
good
it.
creative use of a hero point.
I had to try it.
I should have gotten a hero point for willingly sipping the poison.
You should have gotten a like -2 permanent intellect for choosing to drink the
You're
roofies.
permanently
I'll
dumb.
give you a hero point for it.
That's okay. It's fast.
If you're gonna be dumb, you
I don't
gotta be tough.
Low. It's always low. I bet it's gonna be high now because my
I always
luck's
pick
bad.
high.
2.
Oh,
Yeah, you
wow.
have an additional hero point.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can't wait for you to have 2 hero points and 0 consciousness.
You're paralyzed with 2 hero points. Good luck. Can I use
But yeah, there was a light.
Yeah, that was
There's a
curious.
tunnel.
That was curious.
Imagine if it's Heliora
Oh my god. I thought for a
peeking
second.
on us the whole time,
Mm.
I gotta.
making sure we're doing the right shit.
Sometimes I feel like I let my crazy brain go too much, and sometimes I
Yes.
think I'm like onto
That's
something.
what you need for the conspiracy. Legit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that either this cave or either this cave or the door Bowie wanted to lead us to, or both, because they might be the same thing.
Yeah.
Leads to the
D2D,
D2D. Yeah, what the hell's the name of the place?
leading edge, or
Ocean
Convergence.
Helior.
oh,
The land bridge with all the portals.
Damn.
Amble Belt.
Amble Belt.
Amble
Yeah.
Belt.
From the time that Barrett ended up there. That's my
Right,
theory.
that's what I was kind of thinking. Is like it definitely has to lead to the Amble Belt. Ylir was just like fucking around. It's definitely some sort of portal that we are just not privy to
Yeah.
at the moment,
And it
or we
and-
just fucking suck.
And for some reason it closed.
Right, yeah.
I cannot wait. I just
But
got it.
it's gonna be it's gonna take us to like Bleeding Edge Bleeding Edge headquarters, or
It's just a bathroom.
yeah. What would be even the door is reminding me heavily of the Umbra Collective.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that we're just gonna be like, hello? And it's gonna be the
Hello.
fucking like rocket to the fucking moon or some shit.
Yeah.
Be Discord like peeking into his closet, going, "That's not where I left my gun."
Hold
Honey,
on.
get your gun, please.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's in the D2D.
The D2D. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to hear your theories. I'm hearing a lot of wild, different things here, and that's exactly what I want to hear.
What if in the door we walk in
the heart of
and we
hearts.
see a room with white walls and a white ceiling with soundproof foam and 4 people in it playing music?
That's
incredibly meta.
Can you imagine how scary it would be if I said, "Okay," and you guys open the door, and then that door opens?
Dude, I don't know fucking. That's like Untold Stories or whatever.
Yes.
Like that'd be so fucking good. Like,
What would be incredibly creepy is like, say like Barrett's the one that opens the door, and then some fucking scruffy dude in a suit peeks his head in, and he's got a half a cigarette hanging out.
like,
Then what do you do?
You guys see a ferry around here?
but is that just?
Right here, bro.
Or would that be David or someone else entirely?
That'd be terrifying.
Would be like me cosplaying as Barrett.
You just hear like just hear someone behind like, "No, stop bothering them. Can you just shut the door?" Oh, nice bunny.
That's it.
That just reminds me of the beach episode.
I can't wait.
I'm waiting for that to tie in.
Our beach episode is
the
a
ver-
what episode, right? Didn't we say that it was going to be something dumb? Like,
Oh, it's the hot spring, the onset.
yeah, that's
No,
it. That's
I
it.
mean the
hot
literal
spring.
beach episode that we did with our prior characters. Where there's
Yeah.
that weird part at the very end where what's her face?
Misty.
Yeah, Misty and homeboy from the old fucking weird
Old Omen.
Oh, they're definitely in this.
Yeah.
Like,
Omen. The two of them
Bowie
fucking
definitely
like
met Misty for one hundo.
for sure.
For
And
sure.
I think she met him and Uman, or he met her and Uman like 2 weeks ago. In that weird like point
I don't
of view.
think Uman.
scene.
Uman was in the
Oh,
conversion.
there,
experience.
yeah, his voice was there.
Was
yeah. Yep.
Oh, right, in the last. Yeah.
We
Yep,
didn't even really,
yep.
yeah, touch
voice
upon that
wasn't
too much.
His voice wasn't there.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, in the most recent. Yeah, but he was there with Misty at the end of the.
Oh,
beach episode.
Yeah,
In the-
in the
yeah,
last
I'm
campaign.
sorry, the beach
yeah,
episode,
yeah.
yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
But that weird like fucking moment where like Ylira was like interacting with Bowie.
Oh yeah.
Baby
weeks ago,
Yaliru.
Yeah,
Little babe.
some funkiness was going on there.
Some funky.
With some prior characters we haven't been around in a long time.
Very
It's an
excited.
interesting way to take previous characters.
Very very
Back to
excited.
the
Everybody's a
Amble Belt.
reincarnation of somebody else.
I can't wait for us to just run into one other character and just be like,
You almost did. You almost ran into a campaign 1 character, and you didn't.
Really?
Are you fucking serious?
I said this. I don't think you were here at the post night at the library.
Oh,
Oh, maybe I did. You were here.
I think.
the celebrity.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh yeah, fuck him. We already know.
Rodney
that.
Bale. You can't discount Rodney Bale, Channel 10 News.
Yeah, we
Right.
can. We're thinking of somebody actually important.
No, we're gonna have like a run-in with like one of our fucking shits.
Yeah, but no, we're totally not. We're not gonna
No,
meet. We're
we're
not
not.
gonna meet
It'd
a
be pretty
player
fun.
character as
Always-
our characters. Colby would never do that. That's too heavy-handed.
I don't believe Colby would never do anything.
I don't think he would because I know how he
put
feels
anything
about fan
past him.
service.
Well, to be fair, I did make you run into a future version of your main character.
Yeah.
which was
So it's
fucking
possible.
awesome.
True.
But I don't know. I don't see him making us meet like. Imagine meeting fucking Jackie Galaxy as Arabella.
And she's
fucking
just like,
funny.
so.
Like, what would you do?
Can you
That'd be
imagine?
hilarious.
How would he play you if you would be the one playing you?
Could you
He's
imagine?
seen our characters enough to be able to play them.
I don't
He's
know.
playing us. He's pretending to be David or you or me.
I don't.
I did like. Do you imagine if you guys like this campaign led into that future that you
Oh
saw?
my god.
That would be.
I don't
fucked
know
up.
how I would do that.
That'd be
I don't know
sick.
either. That was very like a Days of Future Past kind
Absolutely.
of thing.
Yeah,
Like it was purely.
I'd have to be like the most masterful storyteller in the universe to somehow make that work. I don't even want to think about that.
You make it so every campaign we run leads to the same dystopian future. We have to
Yeah.
stop it a different way.
Yeah.
And we just keep fucking it up at the last
Right.
minute
Oh my
every
God.
time, and we're
4D
trapped. We're trapped in this infinite loop of things just going wrong
Yep.
permanently,
And then a new set of heroes has to stop it.
again and again.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
again.
yeah.
And Final Fantasy.
What was the Final Fantasy that did that? I think like
First
a
one.
mainline.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The first one was just a time loop, and it was like every
Yeah.
so often this is gonna happen.
Yep.
New heroes have to
Chaos
stop
comes back
Chaos.
again and again and again and
Chaos.
again. And
I'm here to kill
it takes 4
chaos.
heroes to beat him every time,
Yeah.
and yeah,
I'm here to kill chaos.
ain't that some shit?
I'm not thinking that far ahead. I will say, you guys are close in some things. You guys are right on other things. You guys are wrong on some things too.
Probably, I would say at least like 60% wrong, and then like maybe like 25% close and like 5% correct. That's the ratio I got.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Can't wait.
it's like David said. It's like Act 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beginning of Act 3.
I'm very excited. I am very nervous about the next episode.
I think
The-
this is
Excited. I'm excited.
Next episode's gonna be
A doozy.
It's gonna be a biggie. Biggin.
yeah. I got a lot of
Oh
stuff.
shit to do.
I'm ahead now because you guys spent too long. Not too long. You guys spent too long on a certain part.
I wonder why.
Yeah, gee, I wonder which part we spent too long on.
But it worked
like
out
that.
very well.
Yeah.
But that helped me get ahead, so that lets me do a lot more
We were too dumb.
next week.
Yeah, it's good.
Those are
it's good.
some of my favorite
No,
moments.
you guys weren't
Yeah,
too dumb.
those were great.
I think you were too smart.
Mm.
I think you guys were like, I need to know everything.
That's what I think about myself every day.
Too smart.
I'm too smart.
Too smart.
Everybody else is dumb.
You have to be dumb to be a conspiracy theorist.
True that.
You have to believe you're too smart.
Well, thank you for joining us in this episode of the Umber Initiative post show. Thanks for supporting us on Patreon. Hope to see you next week. Tell your friends.
Hey, Mom.
Tell your dad.
Tell your
It's
sister.
Mother's Day. This 24-hour live
Have a
stream.
Mother's Day to all
Watch
the
with your
mothers.
moms.
Yeah, she was gonna end on Mother's Day. Tell your moms.
Send her twitch.tv/cheapsnacks.
Watch it together.
You can tune in for in the morning with her to watch us exhausted.
Order your mom some Rogue Energy with the, fucking coupon
KTX
code
code.
KTX.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Or have a meal with your mom. I don't know.
Taste the HelloFresh on that one.
Oh yeah, that's fresh as
That was a bad
Fuck.
one.
We'll see you guys next
Tell your
week.
mom we're fresh.
Tell your mom we're fresh. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.